So like I was saying, the scripture talked about in the book of Luke 18, where Jesus started with a parable and he said that men ought always to pray and not to faint. We've seen so many teachings in that line, the line of prayer, making us understand that men we are created to be vessels of prayer. But the meaning of that thing is not just that we are supposed to pray. Men we are designed to be answers to men's prayer. So if all you do is to pray and you are not an answer to another man's prayer, you are not yet a man. So you don't just pray, you still become an answer to another man's prayer. And the scripture of emphasis is when Jesus saw the multitude, like we kept saying, and he was moved with compassion. He said, the harvest is indeed plenteous, but the laborers are few. Can you reach out to God, the God of harvest, that he sends in laborers? Jesus saw them, he was moved with compassion, but he could not help them. The answer to the prayer of men, we are the men who send, men called laborers. So you are not just created to be a vessel of prayer, you are created to be a vessel in which God answers prayer. The Bible recorded in the book of Exodus that the people cried out to the Lord, and the Lord heard their cry. And the Lord came down when he saw Moses. He said, I heard the cry of the people Israel, and I came down, the people Israel in Egypt, and I came down to respond to their cry. I remember the covenant I had with their father, Abraham. He listed the fathers. I came down to answer their prayers. So God came down to answer the prayers. The answer to the prayer of praying men is that Lord sends men. So the answer to the prayer of praying men is that men will rise. You are the answer. You are not just there to pray. You are not just a vessel of prayer. You are also a vessel of answers prayers, if I have to put it that way. You are not just a vessel of prayer, but you are a vessel the Lord has designed to bring answers to prayers. So the question is this: I know you are prayerful. The second question is this: as you become an answer to the prayers of men. I know you don't joke with your prayer. You can pray and post online and show us postures. But the question is this: have you become an answer to the prayers of men? That's the biggest dimension of this. And this level, hypocrites can't get here. People can call you a prayer man, but until we start seeing that the prayers, you've now become a vessel in which God answers prayers. Oh, that's when we started praying. That's the dimension God is talking about. When he talks about men being vessels of prayer, it's not just that men will lift up your voice and pray. No, after you lift up your voice and pray, God is still looking for men that he would use, that will become the vessels that will bring the answers to prayer. So in the case of Moses, like I said, men cried out to the Lord. When God heard their prayer, he had to still send them man. God is looking for laborers. So don't just pray, come and answer the prayers of men. God will bless you.